Good morning, everyone. Hey guys, I just want to do a courage conversation with you. We're gonna have a courage conversation. Um, I was thinking about this morning. I dropped some things in there in our room where we're talking about what it takes to win, right? And I think, really, if I'm being honest, I know this is true. But when I say that I'm a promoter, I counted on my competition quitting. I'll say that one more time. I counted on my competition quitting. Even in sales, I counted on my competition not being as good. I counted on them not paying attention to the details. I counted on them not loving their craft. I counted on them not studying their product. This made me a lot of money over the years. Because what you can count on in this world is there's this growing narrative of almost entitlement, where we feel entitled to this or that. And then there's this narrative of people that didn't jump or didn't jump far enough. They're not really being honest with themselves, that it's not that they failed as much as they really just stopped and quit. They just quit. They can't even tell you where the notes are from the time when they were serious. I'm just being honest, right? So that's how you know you quit, right? They don't even save it, because they, in their minds, when they quit, they had zero intention of going back to it because they made it an emotional journey. I don't really care about my objectives have nothing to do with my failures. If my objective is to win, why am I concerned about a failure? I have to keep going until I win. If my objective is to succeed, why am I bothered by what someone else says? My real objective is to succeed. That person's not going to be there with me. They weren't there with me at birth. They weren't there with me at baptism. They weren't there with me at marriage, and they won't be there with me at death. So why am I so concerned about what they think? They don't even really matter in the grand schemes of my life. And I've honestly sat when something bothered me, because they do bother me. When something bothered me, and thought to myself, what are the odds this person will even be there at the end of my journey? And it kind of calms me down when I do that, because I think to myself, why am I making them into such a big deal? They really don't care about me. Not really. They may say they care about me. They may care about me in the moment. They may care about what I do or say that will reflect upon them or their lives in some way, shape, or form, or something that they want to do. But in the grand scheme of things, do they care about Brian Lamont Roberts, born December 20th, 1971? And I found that the truth is, generally they don't. So it's not a problem. I'm not mad at anyone. I have to be mad at myself if I let the things that someone else thinks affect me. So when I look at this moment in time, there is an objective here, but you got to be caught in the right attitude and not in the narrative. The narrative is going to be everyone and his mama and brother and son will be coming out with some grand scheme that is supposed to make you multi-millions or billions of dollars or trillions of dollars. And they may work. However, will they work for you? And so you got to find your comfort zone, that place of zen, that place that really works for you. And the reason I use prayer and I used it and said it today as a biohack, because it is. It will be neatly masked under the word meditation if you look it up in your actual unpublished medical reports. You will find the word prayer under meditation. And all of us who do it and do meditate, there is a biohack. Like, you will find health benefits attached to prayer and meditation in published medical reports. And yet we have to convince people to do it. And I'm not talking about, this is not a cursory version of prayer. That's why I said it will be hidden under meditation, because this is a deeper level of prayer. The superconscious, not just the subconscious of prayer. And so I was just sitting here reflecting on today. My wife she's gone to a cabin in Utah for Sundance Film Festival. And I'm thinking the last time she did this physically, well, actually the last time they canceled and she lost her money, which was last year because of Omicron. But then the first time that she did this, right before she got up to speak, we had just found out that Kobe, Gianni, and all of the other folks that were on that flight or on the helicopter that day had all passed away. It's right before she was getting ready to speak. So when I contacted her to check in, my kids and I were out because I was trying to cheer them up, because living here in the West Coast, and being fans of Kobe and the Lakers was a little tough, because the spirit and the flow of how everyone felt, it was how the world felt. It was even worse than that, right? Because it's such a sad story, a little girl, trying to live out her dream. Her father is there with her for the dream, and they're gone. But I think about something even deeper, because I know how much it hurt my wife, because she loved Kobe too, right? And so she understood while she's standing there, while the crowd actually went hush silent. And that takes a lot of courage to stand there anyway and finish once they paused, but to be very real in the moment and talk about what's going on, right? And so when I look at her going today to do what she's doing, considering that last year Omicron crushed it, and before that we don't have to even mention it because of COVID-19, it's really kind of special, because I think the third time is the charm. She's got her movie out, Remember Me, the Mahalia Jackson story. It sounds awesome, but executive producing is hard, because that means you're taking on all the risk. So you deserve the reward because you're taking on the risk. But I think what happens is we all want this fast idea of success. And to me, that would be the most miserable lifestyle to possibly have. To have a bunch of decadence things, reality, and we really didn't put any work in it. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. That's not fun. I mean, people think they want to experience that. Yeah, it will last, maybe 2 years? And I think that's why we find that idea of those that win the lottery or get money quickly. I mean, there's been billions of stories on that, right? I guess it's because you don't have any real appreciation of the journey. The journey is everything, guys. Learning how to become better at becoming a better version of you, or becoming better at whatever that thing is, or learning how to do finance, or learning how to do Forex trading, or whatever it is you do, singing, dancing, it doesn't really matter. Poetry, it took some time and discipline. Martial arts, time and discipline to get really good, but it was the one dot in front of the other. It was one foot in front of the other. I love that idea that you suck in the beginning, but you just got to get started, because it's the truth. You have to get started and become responsible for you. We can collaborate as a team. That's what my whole concept is. That's what Diamond VIP is. But I'm not going to be responsible for you. That's your responsibility. I'll help you. I'll assist you with knowledge and information. I'll take you to the door. Anything I know, you'll know. But as far as giving it to you, that's the world that we live in, and that's why it's not working. Just food for thought today. I was thinking about how proud I am of my wife for actually doing it and following through. Third time is a charm. God bless.